Hello everyone, it's Noel here from Lydian Labs. So welcome to our AMA today. And it's our great honor to have our great partners today to join our panel. So today we have Plutope and TonUP and also another one which is DTC Group. So today is actually AMA in conjunction with our Halloween party that hosted last week in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. So thank you for our sponsors here, Plutope DTC Group and also TonUP. So before we start, I would also love to give all of you guys a great overview of our agenda today. So today we'll start with a panel discussion and then we will move on to announce the winner for our Halloween costume competition last week hosted in Kuala Lumpur Gimu Club. And then we are going to have a great catch live questions from all our guests today, and then we will pick the two best questions will win away the tickets to Thailand Blockchain Week Blockchain Genesis event that's going to happen in 11 and also 12 of November, which is next week in Bangkok, Thailand. So now let's start with a short introduction with all our panelists today. So let's start with Chetan, the Plutope CEO and also founder of Plutope. Sorry. Welcome, Chetan. I think it's a little bit laggy from the side. Can you hear it properly?
Thanks for the intro, Noel. Glad to be here. I hope everybody is doing well and glad to be sitting amongst other panelists. So, guys, this is Kumar Chetan Tyagi. I'm CEO and founder for Plutope. So, Plutope is a non-custodial wallet, completely decentralized, and we aim to solve the biggest problem in the Web3 industry and the Web2 industry, which is payments and rewards. So we have partnered with MasterCard and few others to give debit cards to the users so that they can spend their cryptocurrency directly through their wallet. Thanks, Noel.
Thank you, Chetan. And a fun fact for everybody here, Chetan is actually a real-life gym center owner as well. So today, actually, all the panelists have hidden character in their real life. So let's catch all of them later. So now let's move on with Philip from DTC Group. Welcome, Philip.
Hi, everybody. It's a pleasure to be here. My name is Phil. I'm from the beautiful country of Austria, and I'm the head of business development for DTC Group. At DTC, we're an incubator and accelerator location, but I also own Germany's biggest Web3 related community. So I joined ventures this year, and I'm super excited to be here in this panel today with you guys.
Thank you for joining us today. And for your information, Phil is actually a professional host. So he has just completed 9 AMAs in today itself. So hopefully this is the most fun AMA for you today. So next up we have Sure. Next up we have Sing from TonUP, the leading launchpad on TonUP.
Hello everyone. My name is Sing, and thank you for having us here tonight. And I'm thrilled to be here as a speaker for the leading Launchpad project on the TON blockchain. Our project is up, and our mission is to discover high potential assets and unlock fresh opportunities for the community. And also our Launchpad is live by the end of August. We're thrilled to share that within our inaugural months, despite the prevailing challenging market condition, we achieved a remarkable milestone by selling out in a mere 30 minutes. And by now, we're just cherry picking the next qualified ideal projects for our community. And this is very much of our brief intro. And thank you for having us here tonight again. And yeah.
Thank you, Sing. So TonUP has actually had first IPO last month, and we are looking forward to more ideas that are coming out in the next few months. So next up, we have the CEO from Lydian Labs. So I will pass this introduction to our CEO right here, Mr. Adrian Sim.
Yeah. Hi guys. I'm Adrian here. Really nice to be sitting here with all our partners here today. I'm Adrian from Malaysia. I'm the CEO of Lydian Labs. We're a Web3 marketing agency that basically does tech advisory and marketing across Southeast Asia. That's where our strongest footprint is, along with other regions as well. So yeah, pleasure to be here with you guys.
Thank you. And today, our topic is going to be the scaling of Web3 infrastructure. So today, we have few partners here that actually have building something itself. So we are looking forward to see what you are building and something that really brings benefits to the community here. So today, we are actually having our AMAs live across 3 platforms. We have it on our Twitter, LinkedIn, and our YouTube as well. So all our audiences today, we are grateful for you to be here with us. Please share and retweet all our AMAs right here. And if you have any questions that you want to raise to any panelists, feel free to drop them in the chat box, and we will pick the best questions to be asked later, and you will walk away with our giveaway today. So next, we shall move the first question with Mr. Adrian from Lydian Labs. So in your opinion, what are the key components of Web3 infrastructure, and why is scaling pivotal to its success? Please give us an example from real life as well. We can't hear you, Adrian. Do you mute yourself?
Hello,
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah. I was saying, so real world examples of scalability and its importance. I think one of the most cited examples of scalability being a problem in Web3 was back in 2017, where people were adopting crypto kittens on the Ethereum blockchain. So back then, I recall the transaction fees being insanely high, and the Ethereum blockchain only managing like 15 to 30 transactions per second, right? So these kind of congestions leads to like slow transaction time, increased gas fees. This doesn't only affect the game itself, but the entire blockchain. Similarly, on other blockchains like Polygon, even then, even when Polygon is supposed to solve the scaling issue to handle more transactions, there are games like Sunflower Game back during the DeFi GameFi craze that actually congested the entire blockchain as well. So if we're gonna like onboard the next billion people into crypto, I believe that we need blockchains, and we need blockchains and solutions that can actually scale without increasing centralization to keep up with performance, especially when you're bringing on a billion people from Web 2 onto Web 3. Yep.
Thank you, Adrian, for the short and concise questions. So I think the most important question right now that everyone will be interested to know is that what are the primary challenges that stand in the way of scalability in Web3? So Phil, would you love to answer the question first?
Phil?
Sorry, I think I just had difficulties with the stream. I'm just gonna shut down my camera for now. I hope you can hear me.
Yes, your sound is clear.
Could you please repeat the question once?
Yep, because Adrian had actually given us the key components of Web3 infrastructure. So now I think everyone is interested to know what are the key challenges that stand in the way of scalability in Web3.
Yes, so I would say, I think you can limit it basically to 3 factors. First of all, the transaction speed. Then we have to talk about network transaction fees, and then the network congestion. So first of all, the transaction speed has been problematic in the past, and it led to slower transaction times and a decreased user experience. The fees at the same time, especially if we talk about blockchains like the Bitcoin or Ethereum blockchain, it wasn't suitable for all the demographics that we have on the world. A lot of people preferred to go to networks that offer a lower fee structure, and the network congestion was already explained pretty well, I would say. This is just when too many users try to do transactions at the same time. It causes in delays and in increased fees, and this is nothing nice for the user. So I think we have to work on these 3 points that I just mentioned, so that a long-term scalability is possible for our DeFi community and for the people coming in, especially.
Thank you, Phil. So as an incubator platform, so did DTC Group in the recent times identify any interesting project that are actually trying to solve this kind of scalability problem, especially on the technical side?
So we support a big number of projects, and I have to tell you that I'm not involved with all of our clients. Sadly, I don't have the time to do so. There are L2 solutions out there that we helped in their initial campaign, which is something very nice, and I enjoyed this process a lot. Personally, right now, my clients are heavily focused on AI, for example, and bringing products to the market. But I hope that the L2 run will come back and that a lot of people try to fix this scalability solution in the long run.
Thank you, Phil. So next up, we understand that Plutope is building something interesting, and love to hear from Chetan more on what you guys are building towards Plutope and how would improve scalability in Web3 impact the user experience for individuals and businesses as well. Chetan, can you hear me? Did you mute it yourself? I think Chetan seems to be having some technical issues with Stream. Now, I will just skip the question first, and let's move to Sing from TonUP. So, hey Sing, I would love to understand more from you that what strategies are currently in place to ensure scaling solutions implemented today remain sustainable in the long run. So, any interesting projects that TonUP have actually identified as well, or any interesting verticals you guys have observed for the past few months from current market, and is there any specific solutions or strategies that you guys are currently looking for?
Okay, hello. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, clear.
Okay, so it's a lot of questions, so I'm going to answer one by one. So can you repeat the first question again?
So I think the first question that I actually prepared for you would be, what strategies are currently in place to ensure the scaling solutions implemented today remain sustainable in the long run?
So for the scaling solutions of the chain, you mean the blockchain, you mean? So since we are the launchpad deployed on home blockchains, I'm going to expand the scaling solutions of Tom overall, because we actually found out that a lot of people don't know well about, not so familiar with the Tom blockchains.
Yes.
So yeah, I could definitely expand on this topic. So first, rolling from the Tone blockchain's white paper, one of the Tone's development goal is to make exchange value as easy as exchanging information. So with blockchain technology ideally serving that purpose, Tone has developed a robust scalability solution that's utilizing an adaptive and infinite sharding multi-chain architecture. So this architecture includes first, the master chain, which coordinates the core chain, and second, the work chain, which are a collection of shard chains, and third, the shard chain, so which further subdivide the work chain to improve processing efficiency. And every account functions as a shard chain, which can adaptively combine to form larger shard chain as needed to handle transaction demands. Through adaptive infinite sharding, signatures, message passing, and unique consensus mechanism, Tone has built an efficient and secure blockchain network. And additionally, Tone has implemented asynchronous message passing and hybrid queue routing mechanism. Each transaction in the system is accepted on a single smart contract. So with communication happening through asynchronous messages are routed from one shard chain to the other target shard chain using hypertube routing, so which also enables fast routing and pre-processing and message routing during the process. Well, it sounds like very complicated, so I'll translate it into human words. So from a user's perspective, these technical features translated into a very fast and scalable experience, and the network will be able to handle millions of transactions per second, accommodate an infinite number of active users, and support a large number of applications. And Tone prioritize user experience with an easy-to-use interface and makes it simple for everyone to buy and store and transfer assets. Well, plus decentralized power structure ensures the system reliability and stability and the security. Well, in fact, by the end of the last month, which is just 2 days ago, Tone had broken the world's fastest blockchain records in the world, and it's hitting 4,715 PPS during the performance test. So yeah, it was a very quite promising score.
Thank you, Sing, for the answers.
Did you have a? I'm sorry. Did I only answer the first question? Is there any other questions you were asking?
Yes. So among all those launchpad that we have right now in the market, so how TonUp actually stands out? What makes TonUp stands out? And we would want to to understand more about TonUp from you, Sing.
Okay, great. Thank you. Great questions. So back in December, Tone and Telegram dropped a bombshell during the Token 2014 in Singapore, and they officially announced their partnership with Telegram, swooping 900 million monthly active users would have an exclusive channel only open for the projects deployed on the Tone blockchain. And after that big reveal, a swarm of projects team got curious about Tone and looked for communities to deploy on the Tone blockchain. So ours got the TonUP, however, got the nod from the Tone Foundation in August to kickstart this Launchpad project. So I have a hunch that the Tone Foundation has some sticky medicines tingly back in August, probably foreseeing some upcoming trends, so that's why they knew they needed a team to responsible for quality control, the gatekeeper for the entire Tone ecosystem. And this trust is why they've got our backs. And here's an example. So what we can do is not only to make a launchpad and do IDO projects, because it's bear market, so IDOs is not very hot and popular in current situation. And while Tone is the hot topic of the field, many folks still don't get to know the full picture of it. As I said, lots of people is not familiar with Tone. So especially in the bear market, a lot of people are just sitting on the fence and waiting to see how things playing out with Tone. And as one of the infrastructure officially connected with Tone blockchain, we teamed up with Tone Foundation expertise and launched a special column called Toneversation. So this series is all about diving deep into the Tone and giving our community the lowdown of Tone and exploring its diverse ecosystem together. So we rolled out our first article already, and it's about tracing the entire journey of Tone. So since it's got an official stamp of approval a lot of major media outlets are jumping on board and sharing it. So it was having a great impact when we were releasing the first article of our conversation. And also, Ton is going to hold a major, the Open Network, is going to hold a major ecosystem conference in Dubai on November 10th and 11th. It's happening next week. And the foundation is also going to co-host a side event with us, the TonUP. And during the event, we're going to promote our side event shortly. It's going to happen shortly in these days. And what's going to be during the event is that we're going to have expertise from Tom Foundation and also projects like CMO of eSign and leaders of Foresight Ventures. And it might sound like it's not directly related to Launchpad business, but it's actually very important because it helps TonUP and our community to keep up with the latest trends of Ton and to create clear roadmaps for all of the ideal events. So and clear roadmaps for all of like what's going on during the ecosystem. So also, it's allow us to expand our perspective and assist us to reaching out more potential high-quality projects. So our initiatives has clearly gained a lot of support, and we hope that everyone will continue to pay attention of our products and our updates and the development of the entire ecosystem. And it's a very promising track.
Thank you, Sing from TonUP, and we wish you all the best for your event next week. So also on the side note, guys, TonUP, the launchpad on Ton Network, has actually just completed their race for the seed round. So once again, congratulations, Sings and the team. So guys, let's check out the Ton blockchain. It's very friendly for all the builders out there. So build something out there and also reach out to TonUP to make sure you are listed on their launchpad. So we are actually personally very bullish on the Ton network, although it's not that popular yet across the Southeast Asia, but it's actually imagine guys, everyone on the Telegram is automatically adopted into the Web3 industry. So let's check it out and build something out from there. So let's get back to Chetan from Plutope. Are you back, Chetan? Just to check with you.
Yes, Noel, finally.
Okay. So the question we were asking just now is how would improved scalability impact the user experience for individuals and businesses? Also, we would love to understand more about Plutope. What are the technical solutions that you guys are providing right here for all the audiences today? The stage is yours.
Definitely. So I think improving the scalability would have a significant impact on user experience for both individuals and businesses, especially in Web3. I would say for individuals, faster transaction speed plays a very important role. Second would be the lower gas fee. Once the transaction fee goes lower, making it more affordable for the user to adapt into Web3 applications and services. And third would be more reliable and stable experiences. Web3 applications would be less likely to experience downtime and outages. And they'll have the ability to handle more traffic and more load. There will be better user interface and tools, improving the scalability for both the developers and making it user-friendly interface, and for the both tools and applications. And for the businesses, I would say they will be able to do scale to meet the demand of the users, because we're in the business of growth each day, each hour, each second. The number jumps up a million in a day if there's a good news on the Web3 front. So businesses would be able to scale their Web3 applications and services to meet the growing demand without having to worry about any performance issues. There will be reduced cost. Improving scalability would reduce the cost associated with running Web3 applications and services, such as infrastructure costs as well. There will be definitely customer experience that will be improved. They'll be able to provide their customers with better user experience by offering faster transaction, lower fee, more reliability, and definitely a stable platform, which everybody is struggling to get. and there will be new innovations and opportunities for both. So I think I would say in terms of individuals, let's say a freelancer could be paid for their work immediately after completing it without having to wait for transaction to be confirmed, or a decentralized social media platform could handle millions of users without having to experience downtime, especially if it's hosted on a decentralized platform. So these are the major parts where scalability plays an important role for both the users and the businesses in Web3. And Plutope is committed to building breakthrough infrastructure for Web3 payments in the industry. That's why we've been working on our application for the developing nations as well as there's a limitity of internet in few of the nations such as Africa. So we've done one thing. Our app can run on 128 kbps without facing any downtime. It's not hosted on any platform yet, so it will be easier to use users devices so that it can host back. And we are making it more user friendly by adapting through different wallets that people use, such as in India, people use Paytm and PhonePe to make daily life payments, and they are very familiar with their user interface and how it works. Even people in villages, even an 8-year-old person can go to a shop and pay with the QR code with their smartphone. So they're very user friendly with it. So we have kept in mind how to build this platform. We are making it more user friendly by the terms of, let's say I need to send $100 worth of Matic, or let's say Bitcoin, to someone or one of my friends. I mean, I'm a CEO and founder of a company. I could do that. I could figure out how to do it. But a normal person who's just onboarding into Web3 won't know that. So we have introduced a term called fiat transactions, where a person can simply enter fiat amount, and that fiat amount will calculate into the particular token and would be sent directly to the person. The biggest issue that we ran a survey and faced is that people have to cross-check wallet addresses again and again, and hence we introduced a contact book so people can save their wallet addresses with a different name. It's a multi-chain wallet, so no need to store multiple addresses for other tokens. So it makes it more user-friendly in that particular way.
Thank you, Chetan. So, when shall we expect for the launch of the wallet, and also when can we start using the Mastercard in which region? Can you enlighten us on this as well? Because I believe the community here will be very eager to try and use the
Definitely.
product that you guys are building.
So we have already launched beta testing for the application itself for the wallet. That's been done. We are making quite few changes to comply with App Store's policies. Once that's done, we'll be integrating the debit card, which will be powered by Mastercard, and we aim to launch the application itself on November 15th this month, after blockchain genesis. And we will open the waitlist for the cards right when we launch the card. So once we complete the waitlist of about 500, we will be good to go. And people can definitely order the cards itself on the 15th November, and we will start shipping the cards around 30th November. So by the time people receive their physical card, they can definitely use the virtual card, which is also in-app. They can use it through Apple Pay. They can use it through Google Pay.
Sounds interesting. Will there be any restriction in terms of region?
So as of now, we would be live in 180 plus countries. There are some restrictions in few countries where there's regulatory environment still going on, and Mastercard and Visa both are not operational there. So wherever there's a POS machine that accepts Mastercard, it's good to go.
Sounds great. Definitely looking forward to that. So everyone, scan the QR code that just popped up earlier to check out more on Plutope. And if you guys are interested to pre-register for the card itself, you will definitely enjoy the early participation benefit that created by the team. So next up, before we move to the last question of the day for our panels list, I would love to take the opportunity right now to actually announce the winners of the costume competition last week during our Halloween party in Gimu Club, Kuala Lumpur. So it was actually biggest gathering by our Lydian Labs community hosted in Kuala Lumpur. So we actually had about 150 attendees turn out, and it was very, very, very happening. So we will actually post all the winners' pictures in our Twitter tomorrow, but right here we will announce the winners of the day. So the second runner-up of the competition actually goes to Ato. So please reach out to our community manager in the community, and you will win away with 48 ringgit and a PUBG Penguin plushie. So actually the first runner-up from the team will be very pretty girl CM from TTC Group, who will win away with 88 ringgit and oh wow, the winner has been actually declared on the screen. So CM, congratulations, you will win away with 88 ringgit and one PUBG Penguin plushie. And definitely congratulations to Chim Bing 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 from our community, who is the champion of the day, will win away with 168 ringgit and a PUBG Penguin plushie. So next up, okay, you can see that there are actually some questions coming up. So guys, if you have any question that want to raise for our panelists today, feel free to drop them in the chat box, and we will select a few to answer. And the best two questions will walk away with the tickets to Blockchain Genesis conference that's going to be happening in Bangkok, Thailand next week. So send your questions immediately. So now let's get back to the last question that I have prepared for our panelists today. So panelists, where do you see Web3 development and adoption heading in the next few years? So what are some key verticals that you have identified and is something that important in the Web3 space? So let's maybe start with Adrian first.
Yeah, hi guys. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. So I think with every crash that comes, especially with the recent one, more and more new users are being onboarded every single time the market goes back up. So I would say a key vertical for Web3 down the line would be infrastructure, something similar to payment solutions like Plutope, launchpads like TonUP to push new projects to users to get to know them better, because I think visibility is very important, especially for infrastructure projects. I think that's the thing that's going to lead the next wave of users into Web3, especially, for example, just since Chetan is here, just Plutope, for example, as a payment solution. I believe for the next wave of users to come onto Web3, one of the most important things would be for people to be able to feel like Web3 is just a part of their daily lives, and payment is something we do every day. So being able to scale that, being able to push that kind of adoption, especially with the kind of development that Plutope is doing, to tap the unbanked, those who have very low internet, I think that is something that will definitely push adoption in the right way. Yeah.
Thank you, Adrian. How about you, Phil, from DTC Group?
Thank you very much. I'm a believer that we are all still early. Sometimes people feel like they come late to the party, but I believe that we are very early and that we have great years in front of us. So in terms of development and adoption, I think we're heading to new highs. It feels great to feel a little bit pressure out of the market currently and people get in a more excited state of mind again. But there are a lot of great projects out there that use the time right and build further tech. I can definitely see the aspect that was just mentioned of payment solutions, because this was initially one of the ideas that people had when they interacted with this technology. But at the same time, I see a few different industries also thriving and getting people into Web3. One particular topic is very relevant in the German community right now, and this is tokenization of real life assets. And at the same time, I really hope that also another industry can help us to grow, and this is gaming. I'm still a believer that gaming could lead us into the future and help us to onboard a big chunk of people in a very, very fast way. And I hope for great projects to enter the market within this upswing, leading hopefully to a great market sentiment for all of us.
Thank you, Phil. Our agency personally are actually very into the gaming industry as well, and we definitely believe that Web3 gaming is the leading way towards mass adoption. Do you have anything to add on from you, Sing, from TonUP, especially that you guys just had a first IDO project, which also a GameFi project. If not mistaken, it's called Tap Fantasy.
Yes, so we do see that the DeFi and GameFi tracks might have some explosive growth in the future, but it could be a little bit different from the perspective of common Web3's expectations. So the Tone blockchain has a deep collaboration with the social platform called Telegram, and by leveraging its connection with Telegram, Tone enjoys the unique feature brought by Telegram's infrastructure, and such as the existing wallet bot and the non-custodial Tone-based wallet. And we have seen Telegram as the instant messaging app, now seamlessly integrating into our Web3 users' daily social life. But actually, it definitely has a potential to go beyond its current stage, beyond just being a messaging platform. As I just mentioned, it was integrate financial services into its high-frequency social interactions. So this is where Tone blockchain can come into play. And to that extent, Telegram and Tone are mutually beneficial, and only Tone can help achieve this. So in other words, Telegram provides Tone with access to this well-established social ecosystem with nearly 900 million monthly active users. And in return, Tone offers Telegram a variety of application scenarios. So this is a win-win strategy. And to achieve this process, so two plans have been formulated. One is the host wallet bot, and the other is the non-custodial wallet. And the current wallet bot is designed for users to quickly get started and manage daily transactions, such as paying bills. And on the other hand, Tonspace, as the non-custodial wallet, is used for more finance-oriented activities such as investment and trading. And we all know that most of the Web3 GameFi platform is still pretty risky for Web3 beginners, and especially those who have been just moved from Web2 to Web3. And there is a certain operational threshold, just in my opinion. So the current form has already stabilized, and so it is somehow very hard for DeFi projects that can break the situation and shine again to the market. However, with the interoperability of wallets between Telegram communities, the change in the methods of DeFi projects plus application projects may be able to achieve a breakthrough. And the second point I mentioned is that the GameFi fields might explode because of the continuous improvement in the construction of town ecosystem. So we do seek huge opportunities of hyper casual games because Ton's inherent advantage, the huge user base, and the natural channel of Web2 attentions are something super hard for many Web3 projects to achieve. And even they want to form them, it will take very high cost for them. So most of the time, any project, GameFi projects on the other blockchain, the first step for them is to make the projects good or somehow playable, and then use some marketing methods or creative methods to bring the projects to the market. Telegram is different because the platform has already a very large number of native users who has direct conduct range. And therefore, Ton is definitely a better opportunity for GameFi projects party compared to other chains. And then the most vivid example we talk about combining social platform and the game is WeChat mini programs. So we've actually done market research, and we believe that combination of GameFi and Tone is very likely to bring something bright to the current situation in Web3 community, because this market is very large. From a quantitative dimension to observe this market, there are currently more than 3 million WeChat mini programs in total, and the number of developers exceeds 7 million, of which small mini game program has exceeded 400,000. So from the form of from the form and format, it's very similar to the layout of the Telegram bot. So whether from the technical development perspective or the form and format of presentation, this is also a very potential breaking point that we've observed for current market situation. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Singh, for giving us a lot of case studies on Telegram, especially for Malaysian friends here. We all know that you love WhatsApp so much, but please check it out. Telegram is a must-go platform, especially in the Web3 world. So there are actually a lot of mini games out there that you can actually try it out, and there are a lot of the apps that you can try as well on the Ton blockchain. So next up, I think from the earlier conversation, we have identified a few key verticals like DeFi, GameFi, SocialFi, and one thing that I think everyone will have picked up is that a few panelists have actually mentioned about non-custodian wallets, which is a very important part of the next phase. So maybe Chair Tan from Plutope, you want to add on a little bit for especially the non-custodial wallet. Am I laggy?
Yep, you're audible now. Is the question same for the adoption heading towards next years?
Yes.
Okay. So, see, Web3 development is still in very early stages, as we all know, but still rapidly maturing. And in next few years, we can expect significant progress in some areas, which I think would be very important to be worked on. First would be scalability and performance. We've all seen how expensive and limited L1 chains are currently, and that's why there's being solution being built on top of L1s, like Polygon is being built over Ethereum. So it could be more affordable and scalable in near future for the users. And in terms of interface, it's always been complex, right? If there's a non-technical user, he would find it very hard to use a Web3 application. Now they are being worked on in terms of user experience. They're making it more user-friendly by implementing MPC wallets, and there's an account abstraction now. So wallets, I think, is the first thing which would be made more user-friendly and would drive more key growth towards Web3 area. There are fewer developer tools currently if we compare it to Web2, and that makes it very difficult to build and deploy on Web3 applications. Everybody's progressing now, so Web3 area is completely dependent on other projects as well, like the wallets. They are completely dependent towards how blockchains are functioning currently. Are the payments being done on time? Is there any congestion? So that area would definitely need some help. And in terms of key verticals, I would say decentralized finance. NFTs would really play a great role. There's social media coming up, decentralized social media, so that users can get more control over their data and privacy. Adrian, definitely the games are coming up really well. We've seen it last year. Web3 games could offer players more ownership and control over their in-game assets, and obviously it could be fun if it could be scalable. All these combined would need awareness and education to drive more growth and user for the Web3.
Thank you, Chetan. And we are really looking forward to things that you are building for the benefit of the community. So, guys, I understand that currently it's like a mini boom run that we all not really sure about what's going to happen ahead. Right? So please always do your own research and always find the right place to search for more educational stuff before making your decisions into any investment purposes, right? Why I raise it is because I keep seeing that there are different prices of the token right below of the stream. So guys, please save during the trade. So right here we are going to move into the last part of today's AMA. So we are going to answer a few questions. We open the floor, so we are picking a few questions from the chat box. And do we have some good questions? So once again, the last two questions today will win away a blockchain Genesis ticket. Is a conference that's going to happen next week in Bangkok, Thailand, hosted by Bitcoin Addict, one of the biggest media based in Thailand. So everyone check out the event, and if I just happen to be in Thailand next week, join us for the conference. It's really, really fun last year. So the first question from Jeremy Ng. How do you envision the impact of increased Web3 scalability on traditional financial systems and industry? Maybe let's go with Phil from DTC first.
Thank you very much. So increased scalability and increased adoption will definitely hopefully force the traditional finance system to overthink the ideas that they sold to the people over the last few hundred years. And I think they're good on doing that. So I really hope that we increase the scalability and the user adoption fast, and that we get people to the stage where they own their own money. This is very important for me.
Thank you, Phil. Do you want to take this question, Adrian?
Yeah. So increased Web3 scalability. I think as more people get exposed to Web3, as the infrastructures scale, as more people have wallets, traditional financial systems, similar to what Phil mentioned, are going to have to rethink what they do. Especially when users owning their money, users can even become banks now. They can lend out their money. They can do lending on borrowing on platforms like Curve, Aave. They can supply liquidity, something previously possible. No, it's possible. I would say it just has a very high barrier of entry. So with increased scalability comes lowering that barrier of entry for more people to be more how would I say, self-sovereign in terms of finance for themselves. Yeah.
Thank you. Yes, totally agree from Jeremy. So, do you have anything to add on, Chetan?
Definitely no. I think I've always said in Web3 we're still very early, right? Even if we see Web3 scalability or making into the payment system, it's still very early because there's always new I would say hack, there's always new scalability issue, there's always new problem with the blockchain. So I think traditional finance system and the Web3 finance system both will have to work together to come on a solution the biggest part for me is would be people owning their own money, and that would make a really good impact where financial systems or traditional finance system could leverage the blockchain technology for people. But we're very far away from that for now. But yeah, it's a future.
Good. Thank you, Chetan. So let's move to the second questions. Do we have interesting questions? Okay, the question is from our audience from YouTube. So from Yolo Chin, questions. Since you mentioned sustainability in the long run, could you elaborate on environmental considerations factored in the development of scalable Web3 infrastructure? Environmental considerations. Wow, a tough one. Maybe let's go with Adrian first.
Yeah, so I think when we say environmental considerations, I believe we're talking about Bitcoin and the proof of work, proof of work algorithm that they have. Because proof of work, Bitcoin uses like 100 terawatts of energy a year, and with other blockchains like Ethereum and all the other L2s going from, I mean, some of them are already POS, but with Ethereum going into proof of stake as well, being more inclusive of smaller validators, I think that significantly reduces the energy usage. I believe as of today, as crypto as an entire ecosystem grows, most of the Bitcoin miners are looking for cheaper alternatives of energy as well, using renewable sources of energy, wind power, water power, solar power. There even, I believe there's even a Bitcoin farm in Reykjavik, Iceland. So saves a lot on cooling, right? So I believe as we scale slowly but surely, I believe environmental considerations are something important. But yeah, like I said, as we slowly move towards the future, we will become more environmentally considerate.
Yep.
Yep.
Thank you, Adrian. Do you have anything to add on, Phil?
Yeah, absolutely. So my main focus definitely is not on the environmental side, but at the same time, my country, for example, produces most of the electricity from water electricity stations. And two good friends of mine in the past bought one of these stations and had their own mining farm running, basically free of cost, free of electricity cost. They just had to sustain the concept that they had, and they were able to mine Bitcoin. In general, I agree with what has been said before. I think there are other concepts out there, and with user growth, we will develop ourselves in another direction. Something that I like to add to this point is that I see the environmental aspect especially present in the mainstream media. And this is something that they like to kind of push to our community, when in general the proof of work concept, it's still out there, people still use it, but it's definitely not as dominant as it used to be a few years ago.
Thank you, Phil. And before we end it, any question from any panelists towards any other panelists? Maybe Adrian, do you have any questions for other panelists specifically?
Yeah, absolutely. I don't really have any specific questions. The only question I have is, Chetan, I ordered my card a while back. So when's it coming? Yeah, that's about it. Like, no, I don't have any more questions. Thank you.
I think you didn't pay attention to
Hopefully, I'll be carrying it to Genesis.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
is in 9 days. Okay, see.
I mean, I'm not very sure yet. It's still under shipping, but fingers crossed. I still remember we tested one card last year, at one of the bars. So
Yeah.
hoping for the best. It arrives on time.
Amen.
Let's get some beer from Chetan again. Okay,
Next
so before we wrap up the night, I always play this mini game with my panelists before we close it out. So I'll give all the panelists few seconds to think about it. Give us a 3 hashtag of your own project. 3 hashtag of your own project. So
Wow.
basically, it's the last golden time for you to show yourself, right? So maybe let's start with Phil from DTC Group. 3 hashtags.
Ambitious,
I would say-
fast, and efficient. Sorry, I had to take a few more moments. You got me off guard, but I think we're ambitious. We are very fast. We always try to achieve the best possible outcome.
Thank you, thank you. Great, great. And Chetan from Plutope.
Yeah, I would say first is lightning fast transactions. So it would be lightning fast. Second would be earning rewards. And third would definitely be, let me think about it. Yeah, third would be saving 3%. So
Saving
what we're
3%.
so let me tell you a bit more about what 3% is. So we did a few testing in a few of the regions, including Malaysia, and on Plutope wallet, you could buy crypto 3% cheaper from other wallets or maybe exchanges. So that's something new that we worked on.
Wow, interesting. 3% is a lot by accumulation.
It's a lot.
Yes,
Yeah.
yep, yes. Let's check it out as soon as possible. Can't wait for that. Maybe Sing from TonUP. 3 hashtags about your project.
Hello, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, great. So 3 hashtags for TonUP. Well, I will say we're leading Launchpad, so leading, and also conversation is one of our representative products as well. So conversation is another hashtag, and also both Tone and TonUp is looking for mass adoption. So that will be the third hashtag. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you. Yes, we strongly believe that Ton will be leading the mass adoption in terms of chain. So let's go for Lydian Labs, Mr. Agency.
Okay. So I guess we have a lot of partners. So I would guess one of the hashtags is collaboration. The other one, since we were stronger in Southeast Asia, would be Southeast Asia. The third one, I would say flexible. We can work with anything you have. So flexible, yeah.
So yeah, I would love to take this opportunity to introduce ourselves again. So Lydian Labs is actually a full stack Web3 solutions provider. So we focus on 3 main pillars: advisory, tech, and marketing. So as mentioned by our CEO, we are flexible. So do hit us up on any needs of yours towards the project, and we definitely will lend you a hand. So thank you guys for joining the fun night with us, and congratulations to the costume competition winner, and also the best 2 questions winner, which is Jeremy Ong and also Yolo Chen. So do reach out to us to claim your rewards, and thank you again for joining our second episode of the AMA. So next up, we are going to have a AMA panel discussion soon again. No promise of time, but definitely it's going to be on Web3 gaming. So hit us up if you are interested to be one of the panelists. So let us know. So thank you guys and have a great night. We'll be keeping this video for you to actually recap. So see you. Bye bye.